Theresa Borg again, and I just want to do a short video on some of the lovely quotes and phrases and questions that I picked up on my weekend journey through the international conference. And I give these out because I think they will spark things in you and help you. So forgive me if I keep referring to my book, but I was making copious notes. One of the things that we were always kind of reminded of was, at the end of the day, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. And one of the questions we were asked to ask ourselves is, where can I be most effective as the presence of love? There was a speaker who was talking about a very difficult dilemma she had about what she should do or what she actually wanted to do. And the question that the Holy Spirit asked her to ask herself in order to make that decision was, where can I be most effective as the presence of love? I just thought, oh, that sends tingles down me. I just thought that was so amazing. Talking about the 4 obstacles to peace: the guilt, the body, death, and the fear of God. And also, this might help people as well. It was said that lessons 61 to 75 condense the learnings from the whole book. So lessons 61 to 75 condense the learnings from the whole book. And this is quite funny. John Lundy, again, he kind of says, the ego's game, the ego's mantra, if you'd like, is, I'd rather really do it all myself. And it made me laugh because a student just gave me Alan Cohen's Miracles Made Easy, the Course in Miracles Made Easy. And it kind of sums it all up, really. It strips it down bare for you. And I thought that makes me laugh because I've done 10 years of study, if you like, for, at the end, someone to give me the book that I could have done with right at the beginning. So I've had to do it all myself. And that's such a story of my life. But I've just suddenly realised that's the ego's game with me, isn't it? Make it long and hard, and you'll feel really good, playing into my pride and my ego and my vanity, that I've worked it all out for myself, I've got there. Well, really, the Holy Spirit has done it, hasn't it? But actually, it's the ego's game, and the Holy Spirit goes, yeah, okay, we'll play that game because time doesn't matter, and we'll do it this way. You're going to get there in the end, it doesn't matter. And so that made me laugh. That really keyed into me. My ego definitely loves that. I'd rather do it all myself. That's funny. And then he said the ego song is, I'll do it my way. And I would sing, except that would turn off everybody. I've been banned from every karaoke in London for my lovely voice, so I won't put that on to you. Again, from Nick Randis, the Course is talking to the mind that is dreaming the dream, not you as such, not the little you, if you like, the ego you. The small s self, if you want to think about it in those times. If you are willing to renounce being the guardian of your thought system and hand it over to me, that's the Holy Spirit, I will gently lead you to God. Oh, I just love that. If you are willing to renounce being the guardian of your thought system and hand it over to me, I will gently lead you to God. And again, that's a quote from the Course. He also said, you're not choosing between 2 ideas, if you like, 2 thoughts. You're just negating one of them. So you're not choosing between the 2 people, the ego and the Holy Spirit, if you like. You're just negating one of them. We're just negating the Holy Spirit. And hopefully we can negate the ego at some point. Realization, when it has no value, I will drop it. And I realized that because I have negated who or what I already am, I can't get free until I accept who and what I really am. Catch-22, isn't it, really? Only when I think I am a body do I think I have to hear the Holy Spirit. But really, you are just allowing the mind to be free and to see it differently. A happy dream means I am aware it is a dream, not that you can get all that you want. So it's bringing the work is to bring you to the truth, not just to make you happy in the dream. You're still trapped in the dream. Forgiveness is bringing the self to sanity or switching teachers. I'm sure we all know this one. I'm never upset for the reason I think I am. And we know that the ego will always try and confuse cause and effect. Drop the I, Theresa, if you like, drop the I. And there is no I, there is no problem. When there is no I, there is no problem. And I always teach, if there's a problem, I am there. But if I'm the problem, I become the solution. But I'm still playing the I game. Only when I can open myself up to the Holy Spirit's vision can I let go of mine. The only way I can open myself up to the Holy Spirit's vision is when I let go of mine. And Holly Holden, who was just absolutely lovely as well, she, I'm not sure if this is the exact quote, and I didn't catch the exact name, but you'll get the gist of it. Today I saw flowers, but in my waiting for words, I nearly missed the conversation. Today I saw flowers, but in my waiting for words, I nearly missed the conversation. And I think that might be today God brought me flowers. But in my waiting for words, I nearly missed the conversation. So we were talking about how you hear guidance. And obviously we don't only hear the voice. You see it in signs. You know, the butterflies, the birds, the robins, all of those kinds of things, the feathers that we all associate with our guidance. But if you're sitting there waiting, trying to hear the voice, you may miss the actual conversation. Robert Holden started with, when you're nervous and all of those kinds of things, you remember, I am only here to be of service. I'm only here to be of service. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because when he was talking about giving up the search and giving up the questions and all of that, and I've written here, I suddenly realised, you don't have to go searching for yourself when you have a tour guide. And the Holy Spirit is the tour guide. In my book, Tour the Core, The Pathway to a Positively Joyous Life, one of the metaphors it uses is, you know, there's a tour guide that knows the way, that's done the journey a million times, that knows all the points of interest, that knows, you know, where good to go and where not to go. And that's the Holy Spirit. And so, you know, I'm kind of searching for all of the places to go in London, if you like, with my tour guide who's trying to tell me next to me, and I'm not listening because no, we've got to find all the best places in London to go. And the guy's sitting there going, oh, really? That makes me laugh, that image. Robert Holden again was talking about mystical Christianity and the 3 levels of truth. Level 1 is the stone, i.e., you know, the hard work, if you like, the material work, which would be akin to reading the Course in Miracles. Level 2, the water, understanding it and having a realization and a relationship with it. So it's softer, it's more fluid, it's more interactive, if you like. Level 3 being the water into wine, or I've put transformation, where the dialogue becomes a monologue. I am the truth, and I am talking to my eternal loveliness. And he also pointed out that searching is all about the future. And that's so true, because you're searching for something that you don't appear to have now or know now. And so it's future based. It's got to be ego, hasn't it? It's only the ego that lives in time, keeps us trapped in the past or trapped in the future. Another ego trip, very surreptitious. And again, the Holy Spirit takes it and says, okay, we'll work with this, and you can go searching and have questions and I'll answer them for you. But you didn't really need to ask them anyway, you knew. The light has come now. That was the strap line for the course. What else do I... Oh, Liz Trowbridge. The quote about the flowers was from that Holly Holden spoke about. I'm not sure about the first name. I've put Iris, but it's Goth Madoff. It's for a poem from, I think it was Iris Goth Madoff. That is definitely the surname. Not sure about the first name. So Liz Trowbridge, who is, I should say, the executive director of Downton Abbey and all of those kinds of things, bless her. She was quite nervous, but she said something again that really touched my heart. And it's from a poet called Hannes. Your heart and my heart are very, very old friends. And that's a lovely way to see people, isn't it? That your heart and my heart are very, very old friends, no matter what it looks like here, no matter what it's going on that deeper level. And if you're old friends, they're the ones you value, aren't they? They're the ones that you've stayed with all of your life for a reason. You obviously have a rapport, have a connection. And if you felt that about everyone, how wonderful would it be? Nick Williams, again, spoke a lot about resistance and inspiration, which was really, really interesting. And he was talking about how inspiration and resistance are almost two sides of one coin. You find the inspiration, oh, I'm going to do this, and then the ego comes in, oh, yeah, but. And then we go, and we don't do it. And he was talking about, facing the resistance and going into it. What you resist, do you become? If you resist anger, you become angry. You become the anger. He was asking, can we develop a heart that holds it all? What is it I'm most resistant to doing? And when I meditated on this morning, what is it I'm most resistant to doing? Expecting like an answer like, I don't know, traveling the world or whatever it may be. But the answer that came straight into my head was being honest, which is being truthful. And so what I was really saying was being my truth, being my real self, being truly who I know I am. Stop playing this role, stop playing Theresa, stop buying into it. Just be who you really are. So I liked that as well. He was talking about going back to the moment before you got resistance, before the voice came and went, yeah, but. Just being with that inspiration, how that felt and all of those ideas. And I guess what he's really saying is that's the truth. That came first. That's the truth. That's the feeling. That's the soul speaking. That's the Holy Spirit's voice. And if you go back to that and just hold to that, obviously you're more likely to do that inspirational thing. And I read this morning in the Course in Miracles as well, I am always provided for by grace. I'm always provided for by grace. And that's so comforting. If I was going to be, go out and do a new venture, I think that mantra would really really helped me. And I was reading Alan Cohen's book, Course Made Easy, and he was talking about his teacher who gave everything for free, all of her classes for free, everything for free. And she was always supported by grace. She was always, given food, given clothes, given everything that she needed abundantly, because she lived by grace. One of the questions I asked myself when I was listening to his talk on resistance is, who is the voice of your resistance? Whose voice is it? Is it your mum going, oh yeah, but you want to get a proper job, or yeah, but that won't pay the bills, or or whose voice, whose tape is running in your head? Because it may not actually just be your ego. You may have programming from childhood, from experiences, from mentors, from people, even your gurus, if you like, who have limited you in some way without you even realising it. And he said as well, this is really nice, my soul is continuously showing me what's next if I'm listening. My soul is continuously showing me what's next. And I just thought that was really lovely as well. So it's like being there, wasn't it? So I just wanted to give you the flavour of the weekend and the bits and pieces that I took of it. And hopefully there's one, even just one little gem in there for you that will make you think differently about something. So I give it with love, as it was given to love to me over the weekend. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe and share. I'd really love you to comment, because to have that conversation, at this early stage of my channel, I want to reply to every comment, and so every bit of feedback is really valuable. And so I give this with love, and if you feel you could just spend a moment liking, subscribing, sharing, giving me that comment, it would really be appreciated. Have a fantastic day.